Well, hey, how's it going? It's me, and General Hospital is in full swing right now. There's so much going on, and things are getting wild, so of course we have to break down the latest episode for you guys. So let's do it. We start today with Michael in his office just ripping into someone over the phone. He's really upset about something, and he hangs up. He paces around his office. He's upset. In walks Chase. He asks Michael what's going on. Michael tells him that it's nothing. He was just on the phone with Willow. She got a call from the adoption agency. They found a family for Wiley. They're ready to move forward with the adoption. Chase is very happy for Wiley. Michael is not. He says this isn't happening. Chase doesn't understand. Michael says, "Don't you get it? That's my son." Chase says, "I know, but you can't keep him. You don't want to keep him." Michael says he can't believe this is how this is playing out. Chase says, "You were willing to give him up to protect him." Michael says they're still protecting him by letting him go to a good home where he can be loved. Chase says, "No one could ever replace you or Aunt Willow." Michael says he's not giving up. Chase asks if he's going to try to fight for Wiley. Michael looks at Chase and he says, "There's no fighting for him. There's only letting go." Chase is confused and he leaves. Michael starts drinking heavily. Now, later on, after Chase leaves, Willow comes into the office. She apologizes to Michael for having to be the one to tell him. He already knows. She thought she should tell him anyway. Michael yells at her. He's angry. He says this isn't happening. This is his son. Willow tries to calm him down. She says, "You know, this is for the best." He says it's not. He walks out. She goes after him. Now, back in the office, Michael grabs a handful of pills. Willow stops him. She's like, "What are you doing?" He tells her that he wants to hurt himself. And she's like, "Why? Why would you do that?" He says because he doesn't want to live in a world without his son. Willow tries to stop him from taking these pills. She's like, "This isn't the answer." He does them anyway. Now in walks Nina. She sees Michael with all the pills. She is scared. She asks what's going on. Willow says, "I think he needs some help." Nina is worried about Michael. She knows that he loves his son very much. Willow and Nina leave to get Michael some help. Now, meanwhile, Chase runs into things at the Metro Court. He bumps into a woman. She drops her drink. She's angry at him. He apologizes profusely. He helps her clean up. She thanks him. He's nice enough. Then he gets a text message from a man. The man says, "Are you sure about this? This guy seems unstable." Chase responds, "He's protecting his son." "I admire that." The man says, "Admire him all you want, but I'm here to bring him down. No one protects their children like I do. You'll see." Chase is confused. He doesn't know what's going on. The man says, "You'll find out soon enough." Then he walks away. Chase is left confused. Now, later on, Michael wakes up. He feels horrible. His head hurts. He remembers taking those pills. He looks around. He's in his office. He looks down. He's cut himself. He has blood all over his hands. He sees the pills scattered around him. He doesn't remember taking them. He feels horrible. He starts to panic. He calls for help. Now, meanwhile, Austin meets with Mason. Austin says, "I heard there was some trouble last night. Is everything okay?" Mason says, "Yeah, I just bumped into an old friend. Things got a little rough." Austin says, "Really? Because you look fine." Mason says, "Yeah, well, I'm a pretty good fighter." Austin says, "Uh-huh." He clearly doesn't buy it. Mason says, "So, are you going to tell me why you're really here?" Austin says, "Actually, yeah, I am." He tells Mason that he thinks he killed someone last night. Mason is shocked. He asks him to repeat it. Austin says, "I think I killed someone last night." Mason is scared. He says, "Oh, God." Austin says, "I didn't mean to. I swear." We were fighting, and then I punched him, and then he hit his head, and then he just looked at me and he died. Mason says, "Oh my God." Austin says, "I don't know what to do." Mason says, "I can help you. We can fix this." Austin says, "How? How are we going to fix this?" Mason says, "We need to get rid of the body." Austin says, "Oh God, where is the body?" Mason says, "That's the first thing we got to figure out." Now, meanwhile, Ned and Olivia meet up with a detective. The detective tells them that he has a lead on who killed AJ. Olivia is excited. The detective says, "I think we may have found his killer." Olivia and Ned are both shocked. Now, later on, Olivia goes to see Laura. Laura is sitting in her room thinking. Olivia asks her if she knows who killed AJ. Laura says, "I have my suspicions, yes." Olivia asks if she's going to tell the police. Laura says, no, I'm not. I have my reasons. Olivia says, what are you talking about? This is ridiculous. Why wouldn't you go with the police? Laura says, because I don't trust them. Not yet. I need to know for sure. Olivia says, well, I think you already know. Laura says, no, I don't. But I have a feeling. Olivia says, then what are you waiting for? What are you wasting time for? Just go to the police. Laura says, I will, in my own time. Olivia says, well, don't waste any more time. Come on. Laura says, I won't. I promise. Olivia leaves. Laura starts to cry. She says, I won't waste any more time, I promise. Now, meanwhile, Anna and Robert are in the woods. They're searching for something. They're looking around. They're trying to be careful. They come across a hidden bunker. Anna is scared. Robert opens it up. They go inside. There's a bunch of weapons. Robert finds a camera. He puts a film in it. He looks through it. He sees pictures of Valentine and Victor. Robert is angry. He is upset. Anna says, let's get out of here. Robert says, no, let's find Valentine. They start to search for Valentine. All right, now before we leave, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I know these recaps are crazy, but we love bringing them to you guys. If you want more, let us know in the comments below. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.